Hey, beautiful friend, it's Marnie. Welcome back to my 8-part mini-series on reverse engineering the new year. I started last week with kind of an introduction on Tuesday, and every Tuesday from now until the end of the year, we're going to be tackling a different area of our life. And I have talked on previous episodes about the 8 pillars of a happy life, and I believe those to be your mind, body, and spirit, health, wealth, and purpose, and family and friends. So each week we are going to tackle one of these, and the goal, if you didn't listen to last week's episode, is to create our own Midlife Manifesto. So each week we'll talk about a specific area of life, and then at the end of the episode, I'll guide you to write 1 or 2 identity statements that will be the beginning of your manifesto. And when we're done the 8 weeks, you should have somewhere between 12 and 20 statements that will become your midlife manifesto and something that is immensely powerful to read every day and to put somewhere that you know you can find it and see it often. Or even better, it's awesome to record it in your own voice. And then you have an audio to listen to every morning when you wake up, and it just really helps you to stay on track and remind yourself of the life that you're building. Something that's, I think, going to be a wonderful start to the new year. So last week we talked a little bit about what a manifesto actually is. And so I want to go over that with you again because I think it's really powerful. A manifesto is more than just words on a page. It's a declaration. It's a bold, unapologetic statement of who you are, what you stand for, and the life you're committed to living. It's part compass and part love letter to yourself, guiding you toward the life you truly want, rather than the one you've been told to accept. The Midlife Manifesto is about reclaiming that sense of clarity, purpose, and self-trust in a chapter of life that is often clouded by a lot of change. It's a personal roadmap you create for yourself, a set of values, intentions, and truths you commit to living by every day. And hey, midlife is not the closing act. It's a powerful turning point. The beauty of a manifesto is that it's entirely yours, crafted to reflect your experiences, your dreams, and your needs. It'll help you navigate the noise, cut through old beliefs that no longer serve you, and anchor you into a deeper sense of meaning. When we consciously write and live by our own manifesto, we stop drifting and we start steering. We become more intentional about where our energy goes, who we spend our time with, and what we allow into our hearts. We shift from just getting through to thriving. This is your time to nourish your soul, honor your uniqueness, and love yourself fully, deeply, and unapologetically. The Midlife Manifesto is not supposed to change who you are. It's about becoming more of who you've always been. So that's what we're working on. So the pillar we're going to tackle today is the mind. Getting your mindset straight is like building the foundation of a house, because everything else depends on it. Without a strong, stable base, even the most beautiful design can crumble under pressure. Your mindset shapes how you see challenges, how you treat yourself, and how you approach change. Before you can create lasting shifts in your health, your relationships, or your habits, you need an inner foundation of belief, clarity, and resilience. Once your mindset is solid, every other part of your lifestyle has something strong to stand on. And that's when real transformation begins. So this week, we're going to notice and catch ourselves when we hear that negative self-talk coming in. When you hear yourself saying, I can't, or I'm too old for that, stop and ask yourself if that's really true. And if it's not, which it probably isn't most of the time, reframe the thought and begin again. A lot of what we're going to be working on is just small, bite-sized changes that will bring big, beautiful results in the future. A few years back, I actually started using the phrase, everything is always working out for me. And when I first started using it, I honestly thought it was a load of BS. I was like, yeah, sure it is. So maybe I had a bad experience, like I ran out of gas, or I got a speeding ticket, or something just wasn't going my way. And every time I had that experience, after it happened, I would stop and go, everything is always working out for me. And at first, it felt like a massive disconnect. And I'll tell you what, over time, everything did start to work out for me. And it applied to all kinds of things that I had no idea what the outcome was going to be. And I would take a leap of faith and make a decision or do something that was outside of my comfort zone. And then I would say to myself, everything is always working out for me. And I can tell you for sure that over time, this has become one of my favorite mantras. Because truthfully, in those moments of doubt and when I was not sure how things were going to work out, that little sentence just really helped me to believe that I don't need to know the how, but that the universe will bring me the result that I want if I'm open to receiving it. So that's one thing I'd love for you guys to incorporate into your own life if it feels like a fit for you, because it's honestly changed my life. I would also encourage you to get a journal and to start writing in your journal when you do notice that you've had a negative thought to come in. And then just once a day, just journal about something that was a win. And you know, I have to say, I remember somebody said this to me once and I thought it was super powerful, because sometimes you might have just had a really long, tiring day and you just are grateful that the day is over. And you know what? That's just fine. So if that's the thing you're grateful for, write it down and just sit with that for a moment and go, you know what? I made it through today and tomorrow is a new day. And those little shifts in your energy will really help you stay aligned. So our homework for this week is to find a couple of identity-based statements that we can use to reframe our mindset and to use those as the beginning of our Midlife Manifesto. And I am going to give you a sample manifesto that I wrote in my Midlife Manifesto ebook. And you can borrow any or all of them if you want to, but I encourage you to customize them and make them your own, because it really does add value when it's something that you believe in your heart to be true. So just one or two identity-based statements. So saying I am, or I believe, or I choose, that's a really powerful one as well. Or I choose to believe, that's a good one too. And every year it changes a little bit because I'm a different person from year to year. So this Midlife Manifesto is just something we're going to get started learning how to do, and then you can adapt it and change it anytime you want. As you shift into different areas of your life, or you start to grow through some challenges that you've had, you can add or take away sentences and adapt it however you like. Here's a sample manifesto from my ebook, The Midlife Manifesto, that you can borrow in the meantime while you are on the way to creating your own. I believe midlife is not the beginning of the end. It's the start of my most authentic chapter. I believe I'm allowed to change my mind, to rewrite my story, and to choose a life that lights me up from the inside out. I will nourish my body, mind, and spirit with love, compassion, and care, because I am worthy of feeling good every single day. I will stop apologizing for taking up space, for having dreams, or for prioritizing my own joy. I will release the need for perfection and embrace the beauty of being human, flaws and all. I believe my worth has never been defined by my age, appearance, or the opinions of others. I will speak kindly to myself and honor the voice within me that knows what I truly need. I will surround myself with people who inspire me, support me, and celebrate my growth. I believe my uniqueness is my magic, and I will let it shine without hesitation. There is nobody in the world like me. I will choose presence over busyness, meaning over approval, and courage over fear. I believe that every day is a new opportunity to love more deeply, to live more fully, and to leave this world better than I found it. If you would like me to send you an audio version of this manifesto to listen to daily, just send me an email to lifeisdeliciouspodcast@gmail.com and I'll send it right over. I'm so glad that you're on this journey with me. And if you're new to the podcast, welcome to the Life is Delicious family. It's so great to have you here. I hope you guys have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday, and we're going to be talking about our body. Thanks so much for listening today, and I look forward to the next 8 weeks of crafting your midlife manifesto.